top of the world, about to jump above it. Take it straight to the moon, 'cause we know how to rock it. Ain't no thing you can do, ain't no way to stop it. Now you're feeling it too, let's get it started. Throw your hands in the air while the beat is dropping. Acting like you don't care when everybody's watching. Just keep whipping your hair like that, you got it. Yeah, you're feeling it too, let's get it started. I'm ready, ready. Let's get it, get it. I'm ready, ready. Are you ready, ready? Let's get it started. Charts off the meter, turn it up, blow the speakers, make them all to believers. Break through the surface, tell them open the curtains, give them all what they wanted. Yeah, now let's get started. Let's get it, get it. Yeah, I'm ready, ready. I'm ready. Are you ready, ready? I'm ready. Let's get it started. Yeah, yeah, I'm ready, ready. Let's get it, get it. I'm ready, ready. Let's go. Are you ready, ready? Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it, get it. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me something new. Time to break it loose. Take it to another level. Now we on the move. Shout if you coming with me. Going over the limit. On your mark, keep it steady. So tell me, are you ready? I'm ready, ready. Let's get it, get it. I'm ready, ready. Are you ready, ready? Let's get it started.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to coverage of your home for sim racing, live sim racing TV. And it is the next round, round number 4. And this is our final race before the Christmas holiday break for the Trans Service Blizzard Cup Series. Tonight, we're at the Homestead Miami Speedway, and we welcome you to, again, the SIM500 Racing League. On the Next Gen Cup cars, I'm Wesley Outland in the booth. Back again, joined alongside John Muschin Jr. And John, man, we're week by week, race by race, track by track by track, and sometimes changing tracks at the last minute, trying to figure out what package works best on these new next-gen cars. You think we're going to have a humdinger here tonight at Homestead. Welcome aboard, bud.
Hey, thank you very much, Wesley. Good to be here. Hello, Cody down in the truck. And yes, I expect tonight to be a fantastic race. However, I want to touch on what you just said. These guys are doing a lot of testing and driving, and the whole point of this series was for this group of guys to get used to this vehicle for their next season, right? Well, coming out of iRacing today or yesterday, I think it is. Yeah. On that article. Anyway, they're going to be throwing out the new package for this car right before Daytona. You know what that means, right?
Awesome.
Throw the notebooks out the windows, boys. Anyway, yeah, tonight should be great, Wesley.
Throw the notebooks out the windows and try to play some more mind games to figure out what is the right setup to use. Again, and we welcome you to our coverage. Hey, Homestead is a very unique racetrack. We talk about precision banking 2, 3, 4 wide, and the same could be done here. This track had a major facelift back in the early mid-2000s, and since then it has offered some really spectacular races. Of course, the last couple of years, the championship finale has been moved from Homestead to Phoenix, and I think it's in regards of the weather and trying to do something different in the track, but they still race there at least once a year. And today we're here for round 4. So again, we take a 2-week break after tonight, but we got to settle you in for this one. Let's take a look at the LSRTV race information for tonight, round 4 qualifying. Yes, qualifying locks in the top 40. Top 40 lock in from qualifying. And then, John, taking 3 spots for a last chance qualifier race if need be. And then we move in 100 lap, 200-mile race tonight here at Homestead Miami Speedway.
100 laps of action, Wesley. It's going to be fun. I did some testing today on this track with this car. We're looking at a fuel window of possibly between 58 and 61 laps on fuel. However, unlike the last couple of tracks we've been to, Michigan, the tire wear on the Homestead Miami Speedway is significant. We're talking almost a 2-second drop from the first time you go out to the time when you come into pit. And those tires get slick, they get greasy on this track. When I did my testing today, the temperature on the track was 111 degrees, so it was nice and greasy. And I've heard some talk about possibly downshifting later on in the run to help the car turn to the middle. So that's something else to look into.
And by the way, currently 37 cars are locked in right now, signed up. If we don't get any more here in the next minute or two, then everybody will lock in from qualifying, which is about 1 minute away to happening here for the Trans Service Blizzard race, round number 4 tonight for the 700 Esports League on LSRTV. Let's take a look at the weather conditions presented by LSRTV as well. Bottom right. Yeah, look at that. Whoa, holy cow. 78 for ambient track temp is at 103. Oh my goodness, John, what is that going to do to tires, and it's not going to be that windy, so we might not have to worry much about downforce.
Maybe not so much downforce, but I tell you, those tires is what wins a race, Cole. And I noticed during my run that, you talked about, I'm sorry, did I get you with that? Multiple grooves on this racetrack, Wesley. And I noticed that if you run the high side in 1 and 2 and maybe middle up, maybe a lane up from the bottom in 3 and 4, you'll save those tires a little bit. However, what you save in tires, you give up in speed. So we're going to see who makes that compromise better than the other ones tonight. I look for the same group of guys to be up front that have been up front the last few weeks. Talking about Mike Montezi, Kevin DeBrown, those guys. But it's going to be the guys who can save tires and save equipment, Wesley, that we need to keep our eyes on tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch here again as we're just a few moments away from getting things underway with qualifying. We'll step away. We'll be back with more coverage. It is Monday night, round 4 from Homestead, Miami, the Trans Service Blizzard Cup Series on your home for sim racing, LSR TV.
An automobile purchase shouldn't be hard. The hardest part for the consumer in the whole process should be selecting the vehicle. We have the online credit application. We can bring the car to you to see it, to test drive it, to deliver it. We have all the tools in place, and we've had them in place for a long time. I just think now we've perfected it. It's become part of our culture. We've, kind of taken it to the next level. It is easy, and it should be easy, and it should be fun, and it shouldn't take a whole lot of time.
Hey, it's Wesley Outland on the set of the Bull Ring on Speed 51 TV, but I also want to remind everybody that you can keep up with coverage of esports with the Northwest Cup and Truck Series, the American iRacing League, S&B Cup Series, and so much more on your home for sim racing, LSR TV. Of course, remember, you can watch it, and then you can listen to it on CRN, the Community Radio Network, at wearecrn.com. Check us out when you can.
An automobile purchase shouldn't be hard. The hardest part for the consumer in the whole process should be selecting the vehicle. We have the online credit application. We can bring the car to you to see it, to test drive it, to deliver it. We have all the tools in place, and we've had them in place for a long time. I just think now we've perfected it. It's become part of our culture. We've, kind of taken it to the next level. It is easy, and it should be easy, and it should be fun, and it shouldn't take a whole lot of time.
Welcome back. John, help me out here. We're getting ready for qualifying. All right, here we go. Well, we'll see what goes down here. We'll see the driver put down the best lap of speed, coverage from Homestead, Miami. John, we now look at the 39, Daniel Falkingham, who had a pretty interesting comeback to a race that happened the other night, another SIM500 Esports League event. We're not going to quote what he said, but it was pretty funny.
It was, and it was mind-boggling, the fact that he was able to go through what he went through and then race for the win 20 laps later. I still have an explanation for it. I still find it hard to believe, but it's in the record book. It's on YouTube if you want to go look at it, folks. So yeah, Daniel Falkingham, he's got a golden horn.
That's right. And a win is a win is a win. Falkingham inside 32.965 on his qualifying lap. By the way, right now we have under 40 cars, and if we have that, there will be no need to have a last chance race. We'll go right into the 100-lap feature. Falkingham works his way off turn 4 down the straightaway, 32.965. Will he be quicker? Looks like he will, as it'll officially lock him in on a 32.562, 32.562 seconds for the SIM500 Cup Series champion. Sunoco, Jeff Ryan in the number 3, and here's one of the next-gen cars, and John, also the wrap job is kind of a sample of what the Cup cars will look like beginning at the LA Coliseum in February at the Busch Clash.
Yes, sir. Now, this particular one that Jeff's running was actually designed for the other version of the next-gen car. The new one that iRacing released this past week with the build moves the forward number like NASCAR in real life will have this year, and moves the decals on the doors forward of that.
Yes.
So there's a lot of room for sponsors on those doors now, Wesley. You can see big, huge sponsor, or you can see multiple sponsors on these doors, both in iRacing and in real life. We've seen a little bit of both. And to me personally, I know there was a big controversy about this. I like it. I mean, for a sponsor, as far as sponsor thinking goes, to have that much room on a rolling billboard now, I think it's a good move.
Field coming off of the pit lane, a quick practice session. They get less than maybe one lap around the speedway if they take advantage of that. John, why is that so important maybe to get one fast lap before we grid for the feature?
Just seat time, Wesley, and the more seat time you get, the better off you are. But with only 35-second warm-up, that's really not going to do you a lot of good. You might be able to come out hot and then go into the pits, practice a green flag pit stop, something like that maybe. I want to go fishing in that
watch
pond.
them. Here they come. Yeah, look at this aerial coverage high above, presented by LSRTV. You want to go fishing? Yeah. Let's see if we can throw some pokes, poppers, fishing lures. Yeah, fishing lures in that pond over there.
You took the segue. That's my boy.
Yes, sir. That broadcast school paid off. I'm catching on. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's go time. Let's give you that Team 126 Racing starting lineup. They are getting ready for the feature race. There is no need for a Consi to take in 3 spots. 37 drivers. That's still a hell of a car count. We're ready for round 4. Winter Series Trans-Service. Blizzard at Homestead. Falkingham on the pole to the 39 to the outside. Scott Simley in the number 12. Row 2 on the grid. We'll find Christopher B. Williams in the 09. Bentley Glasser in the 18. Row 2. Row 3. Tommy Ryan in the 99. Bobby Weitzel in the number 9 machine. Row number 4 here at Homestead. Kevin D. Brown in the 93. Chad Coleman, the winner at Chicagoland to open up the series, is in the 38. And to round out the top 10, Mike Kelly in the 2. Dwight Beverly in the 01 for the top 10 here at Homestead. John?
Bob Gilwater, your 4 car, row 6. Outside of him, Montezi, the current points leader by 11 points in the 21 car. On row 7, you got Randy Yoakum in the 8. Outside of him, Nelson Rivera in the 22 car. Row 8, Jose Medina in the 24 car. To his outside, Anthony M. Calantoni. He's one to keep your eyes on, folks. A lot of excitement out of that camp last week. Next row, row 9, Jimmy Coleman in the 54. To his outside, the 3 car of Jeff Ryan. And rounding out your 10th row, Joey Chatina in the 14 car. Matthew Karakofe in the 28 car.
Row number 11, Charles Woods in the 40 machine. To the outside, the last year Northwest Cup Series champion Sean Bridesman in 46. Row number 12, Jose Gonzalez in the 26 machine. To the outside, Stoney Benfield in 57. Row 13, Robert Ferrari III in the 76 Sigmund in 04. Row number 14, Donnie Lee and the Paul Crumry in the number 15. Row 15, John Fowler 00, Randall Watkins in the 27.
Row 16, EJ Rourke in the 41 car. To his outside, Kevin England. I believe Kevin's driving the 07. 70 car of Tyler Hunter on row 17. Ron Hollyfield in the number 1 car. Oh.
Green flag is out. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a race round 4 at Homestead, and they're roaring to turn 1. Trouble, turn 4, cars in the back of the pack wrecked. 4 or 5 cars just outside turn 4 crashing. Yellow flag at the end of the opening lap here at Homestead. Oh my goodness, cars pulling away. John, smoke clears. Holtz Popper instant replay coming up. As that didn't take a long time to rack them and stack them off the 4th turn.
No, it didn't, Wesley, and it's unfortunate. We were already seeing 3 wide going through the turns at this track, and I kind of figured that was going to happen quick. I didn't think an accident would happen. I just saw a big track. Looks like the 127 just got up into the wall a little bit there, and then lost it coming back down, and the guys behind him were checking up, and somebody didn't check up. That's just a typical, what's that word, accordion effect right there, Wesley.
That's just, yeah, a chain reaction. And we saw 2 sets to the back, just 4 cars getting together. And then you see the end result, a multi-car accident. It all started with the 122 and the 43 up in the fence. And, or actually the 127, my apologies, Kevin England got into Ron Hollyfield and Doug Roth. I believe Shannon Wood got caught up in that also. Falkingham playing with the pace car. Yeah, here, kitty.
That's a fun thing to do. At least it's not a solid object anymore. You can drive right up inside that thing, and it almost looks like you're driving the pace car if you do it just right. You got to be careful though.
That's true.
Because if you go too far into it, it'll black flag you. Or
really?
Oh yeah, it's gotten me a couple times.
Oh, so you're a connoisseur of punishment.
You have no idea, buddy. Hey, you know the little blue cone on the backstretch as you exit pits? I was the first person. I'm pretty sure. Yes, I was the first person to get DQ'd for hitting that thing back when they first came out with it. I'm proud of that. Yes.
Is that in iRacing history of everybody in iRacing history? You hit it first.
For that first 2 weeks before they patched it, yeah, it was a penalty for hitting the cone. It counted you as what's it called, unsafe exit pit road. And it cost me the win in NIS Open. So now I'm not joking. Every time I see that cone in a hittable place, meaning not off on the grass somewhere on the wall, I run it over just for the heck of it.
Just for a memory, right? Just for a memory.
I hold a grudge, Wesley. I am Southern Louisiana, and I hold grudges.
You have a lot of anger. Yeah, Texans hold grudges too. Till you give them what they want.
Oh, yes, they do.
Go to the bank.
Three words for you, buddy. Remember the Alamo. That's all I'm going to say.
Go to the bank. Go to the bank. No, that's 4 words. Lights are
Oh,
off
my
for the
goodness.
pace car, by the way. We'll get ready to re-rack them, restack them. John, I missed you last week, man. I was doing high school and college basketball. I was doing the real thing. Couldn't do the iRacing thing with you last Monday night. Don't listen to him. Don't laugh at his jokes.
Glad to have you back too, Wesley. Sorry, let me maintain my composure here. Real quick on the point standings. Montezi took over after last week's. He's only got an 11-point lead in the point standings right now. Now, we've had 3 races, Wesley, and 3 different winners. I'm calling it tonight. I think we have a 4th different winner.
I think so too, man. I mean, the opportunity with these cars makes it where that can easily happen. So we'll definitely see what goes down. Still a long way to go. We're on lap 5 of 100, a century grind around Homestead. Miami pace cars in. They're back in the Geico restart zone. And John, we're coming to the restart out of 4.
I tell you what, Falkingham once again gets a great restart. That's the benefit of being the leader and controlling the field. As you come to the green, you go when you want to. And unlike Talladega or Daytona or places like that, getting out front fast is very important here at Homestead. And other places like those plate tracks, they can gang up on you, patch you real easy. Oh, we got a car out of shape on the backstretch, but he keeps it straight, and we can stay green.
Works off 4, Falkingham. Ryan to 2nd, Brown to 3rd. They work their way past the start-finish line. Another lap in. Nice looking field of cars. This next-gen car, just like the NASCAR R&D are trying to figure out for the real races. This past Friday, actually, they were at a track I've announced that before down at Lancaster, South Carolina, testing the dirt on the next-gen car for Bristol and also a truck for Knoxville. Falkingham and Ryan, Brown, Williams, Smiley, top 5. As they cross the line here and they go back to turn number 1.
You know what, down on 1, watch this. They all fan out a little bit. You'll have 2 guys way down. But a little contact between the 4 of Bob Gillenwater and the 8 of Randy Yoakum. Look back in the back of the pack, Wesley. We've got 3 wide. You see a lot of that, especially in turns 1 and 2. They're a little bit bigger. I should say bigger. They're bigger diameter turn than 3 and 4. Think of Homestead, Wesley, kind of like Darlington. You look at Darlington from above,
yes.
It looks kind of like an egg-shaped track. Well, if you look at Homestead from above, same thing but on a bigger scale. So there's a lot of room in 1 and 2 to do the 3 wide racing. Not so much in 3 and 4 because cars tend to wash up straight towards the wall and exit. You can get away with it in 1 and 2.
Maybe the next caution flag, our Draws can actually show you a high from the blimp or from the chopper, and you can actually see. No, not like that. The entire view of the racetrack, like you did when we came on the air. Oh, okay. I thought you did. Charles being a smart aleck. Glasser and Montezi. Look at him under attack. Do you do the do? Look at him coming after him. I like this. Listen.
Oh, that is a great
This
shot.
Sounds like
right
the
there.
real thing.
You really get a
it just
feel
sounds
for that
like the real
speed,
thing.
Man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Wesley, I don't know how long you've been a part of iRacing, but they've come a long, long way with the minute details of racing.
Listen to me, John. Yeah, that's all. John, I was one of the original announcers of iRacing when it first came out. What is it, back in 2011, 2010, 2011? And then they
actually 2008.
Yeah, it's been a while. Man, it might have been then. Yeah. I know R Factor. I did a lot of R Factor back in the day too. If you remember R Factor Dirt.
Yep, I remember R Factor. I did a mod for R Factor actually. The NASCAR COT mod for R Factor. I helped model the cars. Yep. On that.
That's right. That's
we got
that's
some great,
how the idea
fight for the lead up front.
Yeah.
Kevin challenging Falkingham. And he's one I was talking about at the top of the show, Wesley. Keep our eyes on. He has run fast in the first 3 races of the series, but had some bad luck. Hopefully tonight he can turn that luck around. But look at this. We see the draft effect right here. The Brown's down there on the bottom by himself. In the meantime, Falkingham's got outside help, the 99 of Tommy Ryan, and behind him is the 09 of Chris Williams. And Williams going to drop down and oh my goodness,
look at
we're
this.
going 3 wide.
Williams,
Look at this.
Williams thought about going 3 wide. Falkingham up on the outside, got the punt in the pants from Ryan. And while that goes on, William and Brown. Brown went from the penthouse to 4th. He falls to 4th now. And Smiley licking his chops in the green and black 12, closing in on his Ford for the top 5. We got a caution trouble. 57 and 78 are wrecked on the racetrack. Couple of other cars as well. 58 and 70, and we have another yellow flag. Let's see the cautions involving the 70 of Tyler Hunter and Stoney Benfield in 57. My. What's your take of it, Johnny?
Let's see what happens here. We got, oh, look, it happened, up front with the 7 car, Donnie Leah. It looked like he had some help. He got tapped in the rear end, got spun around, and what we saw at first was just the guys behind him trying to check up for that.
Donnie Leah, the 7 car. Look at the camera shaking from the impact, just the way they're driving in the corners. Donnie Leah, real race car driver, by the way.
Drives that Missile in the modified series.
That's right. Watch this. And that Honda number 7 up on the blimp view. Now take a look. 15, just a shot from Ryan, the left rear. And then around went a couple of cars. And then we see the end result of these other guys crashing.
Yeah, he collected Watkins in the 27 car there. The 00 car was part of that. That's unfortunate. I'm not real sure what happened there with Crumry. Maybe he didn't expect Donnie to check up like he did. I don't know. We're not going to say it was intentional, Wesley, but it was definitely help. There's no doubt about it from that view that we had right there from the LSRTV blimp shot.
He certainly did, brother. Hey, by the way, speaking of the blimp shot, let's do the high view of the racetrack again. Way high, showing the racetrack. Like, well, you did it earlier.
That's a scenic shot, Wesley. I don't think our producer can do that when we're live.
Okay. He took his camera away. It's a scenic shot. That's for pre-roll.
Well, the scenic shot is iRacing's computer-controlled camera, unfortunately. I wish we could do that, though, man, because it's astounding how much – it's like this track is the super sumped-up version of Darlington, like what's the other one? New Hampshire's kind of like a super souped-up version of Martinsville. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's try to get lucky, Charles. Come on, let's try to get lucky. Come on.
There it is, right there.
Look at that! Look at it. So it's like a miniature. It's a miniature Darlington, okay? Do you see where it kind of shrinks a little bit going to 3 and 4 in the corners and the widening into 1 and 2? So, yeah, you're dead on it there. And it's not like an egg-shaped, close to an egg shape, but it's a smaller racetrack than Homestead is. Yeah.
It's actually, and then, you know,
it's bigger.
I'm going to totally be honest with you. Complete
it's actually bigger.
Transparency, as our politicians say. Yeah, it's much bigger.
Yeah.
But I did not know that until this evening when I saw that exact same shot. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've always wondered why it was so different driving through 3 and 4, because when you go into 3, you want to get down to the apron as soon as you can and let it roll through a little bit longer, because you're going to go straight to the wall on exit, right? And it's tight. The car is a little tight on exit of 3, but on the other end of the track, it's really easy to put the car anywhere you want to in 1 and 2, but you're usually loose at the start of the run on exit. Very loose. It's crazy.
We're going to take a quick break. We're going to go buy some lottery tickets, because that was luck right there. And then it's, hi, welcome back. Homestead, pace cars in. There was your commercial break. We're coming to the green flag of the Geico restart zone. Daniel Falkingham, Williams, Brown, Coleman, Smiley, back to speed. Precision banking. Bottom, middle, top, way to the marbles as they come to speed again, John, out of 2.
Yep, this is a great shot right here. You really see right here, Wesley, all the different lines these guys are picking through 1 and 2. It's amazing.
I like it. It's bold. I like it. Yes. 3 wide, that fast. Look at them coming out of 4. Look at this. Wow.
That is a great shot right there. I tell you what, DeBrown really we got 3 wide down here for, I think that's 10th place right there.
That's a Rourke.
Sean Brightsman making it exciting.
Calatoni and Coleman, Sean Brightsman all in that battle. Look at this. You're so close to the action, the camera's rock. I like it.
As I was saying, though, there, Wesley, DeBrown really wants to get in front of Falkingham. He's trying to show these guys, look, I'm not a fluke. I know how to do this. But he's just, Falkingham knows how to make that car really wide. Really, really wide. Where's our points leader, Montezi, at?
Montezi currently is in the 18th position right now in a snake's patch of traffic, if you will. They work their way down into turn number 3. There's Montezi. Got the Cookie Monster behind him, the famous Amos Cookies.
Yep, famous
I had
Amos
some
Cookies,
over the
that's
weekend,
right.
by the way. I did. Ooh.
Don't brag.
Oh, my goodness. Better
Don't
go
brag.
3 wide again.
Oh, what a
Look
tight
out,
zone.
it's contact. Oh, look out, 43. Roth.
Doug Roth in that, Doug Roth in that 43 car, man. He had to hold
In
his
the battle
breath.
for the lead here. Yeah, that was scary. Here
See,
comes the
Brown's
Brown
not
back
gonna
up
get
there
any help
again.
there. He's going to go. Yeah, Coleman in second goes around him. The 22 car Rivera is looking to do the same thing. They're just going to train wreck him right here.
Remember,
out to
Chad
dry.
Coleman,
That's,
he won. He won at Chicagoland, if you remember, in the opening weekend. He's trying to be now the first repeat winner of the year. You're thinking we're going to have 4 for 4. Chad Coleman wants to make that become fake news and come to the front, but still, there's 80 laps to go. There's a lot of racing left to go.
A lot of racing, and speaking of racing, I mean, we got to talk about pit stops, Wesley. Possibly green flag pit stops.
Pit stop?
Very difficult at Homestead.
Yes.
I think we might get one. I think we might get one in tonight. Possibly.
On
They got
board.
to stop for fuel.
On board, Nelson Rivera on the outside. Coleman on the bottom. He's right up under the leader of Falkingham. Brown is to his inside of Rivera. The gyro cam here at Homestead as they send it off into turn number 3. Not a lot of banking, some banking. For the most part, a flat track. They're fighting the sun, though, off turn 4. Look at this. Actually, it's not that bad.
They were debating in practice, some of the guys that I was talking to, on whether or not to shift. As you're aware, this is a 5-speed transmission sequential shifter in these cars. And some of the guys are finding a little bit of speed while shifting, but not in the drafts. So it's going to be interesting to see what techniques some of these guys use. I noticed in that in-car shot, there was no shifting on his part. But, wow, look at this. Look at this. 3 wide again. God, I love this track. This is why I love Homestead so much, Wes. I love this track. Great racing here.
And to be honest with you, John, all the races so far this year as we go topside aerial coverage brought to you by LSRTV. All year this year in the Winter Series, they have been this way. It's been this crazy and chaotic.
Absolutely. Holy crow. Look at that. Montezi was 18th 3 laps ago when we were talking about him. He's already cracked the top 10. He was 8th. He just gave up one little spot right there. He's down to 9th right now, but he is really pushing that car. 4 wide coming off.
4
of
wide.
Now going down the front stretch.
Oh, my goodness. Talk about social distancing. Get away from Cookie Monster.
Montezi, he's wasting no time getting out there, showing these guys that he's got what it takes to take and maintain that points lead. In the meantime, we do have a new leader up front there, Wesley. Coleman has gotten around Falkingham, and Rivera's up to 3rd. You got DeBrown in 4th. Your top 5 rounded out by Chris Williams at 09. But I think Montezi might have something to say about that before this next couple laps.
Whoa!
Oh, Weitzel got
Hold
real
on,
loose.
Bobby Weitzel. Weitzel was loose behind Glasser. He saves it amongst that pack of traffic. And we got a caution. Trouble, 28. Carnegie's involved, possibly some more. Yellow out for the 3rd time. Matthew Karakoffi, by the way. And Sean Brightsman wrecked. Sunoco number 3 of Jeff Ryan wrecked as well. Here's your replay. Caution number 3, just when it was getting good.
Oh,
Look at that. Ryan into the back of Brightsman. Brightsman dirt tracks it, saves it sideways, turns into Ryan, into the wall. And then nowhere to go for this other guy. He gets clipped. And that's the cause and effect of that accident. Yep.
That's unfortunate.
Bright's Boutique.
I think Brightsman had a pretty good car most of the first few laps of this race. That's going to mess him up for the night. You might be able to get it fixed, though, Wesley.
Yeah, I think maybe. They're not giving a fast repair, though. Remember, this series does not offer a fast repair.
Right.
You tear your junk up in your trunk and you're done. And right now, he's got a lot of messed up back rear end damage on the 46 of the driver originally out of Puyallup, Washington, now from Phoenix or Tucson, Arizona. Quick break. We're underway. Closing in on no pit stops. Wait a minute. Check that pit stop. You know, you were worrying about that, John. If they were going to pit under green or caution, they're going to all look like coming down the pit lane. Yes. Daniel
we got 3 sets of
Cunningham
tires
leads
for
the
night,
cavalry.
So this makes sense.
I think it does
This is a good
too.
call.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a good call for these guys. Get some fresh rubber on there. Even though they've had 3 cautions in 28 laps, still a good idea. I wonder if everybody's just going to take 2 tires. The left side.
2 tires, 4 tires, 4 tires. Yes,
4
Cunningham
tires.
taking 4. Or Cunningham. Who else is pulling away? There might be some 2 tire stops here. 24 is out. 22 is out. 39 Falkingham is out. So I'm thinking taking 2 tires. Some taking 3 tires. Or 4 tires.
Tommy Ryan was a 5-second pit stop, so I don't think he took any tires. Same for Jose Gonzalez.
Maybe some fuel.
Yeah. I think Wetzel took 2 tires. Wow, man. We got some interesting pit strategies going on here, Wesley. Yeah.
Certainly does. We're underway. Closing in on 30 laps here in round 4. The Trans-Service SIM500 Blizzard Series. Back with more in a moment. Oh, I'm
An automobile purchase shouldn't be hard. The hardest part for the consumer in the whole process should be selecting the vehicle. We have the online credit application. We can bring the car to you to see it, to test drive it, to deliver it. We have all the tools in place, and we've had them in place for a long time. I just think now we've perfected it. It's become part of our culture. We've, kind of taken it to the next level. It is easy, and it should be easy, and it should be fun, and it shouldn't take a whole lot of time.
Hey, it's Wesley Outlet on the set of the Bull Ring on Speed 51 TV, but I also want to remind everybody that you can keep up with coverage of esports with the Northwest Cup and Truck Series, the American iRacing League, S&B Cup Series, and so much more on your home for sim racing, LSRTV. Of course, remember, you can watch it, and then you can listen to it on CRN, the community radio network at wearecrn.com. Check us out when you can.
Lights are off for the pace car. We are 30 laps in, this time by 29 completed. 70 laps to go. John Muschin Jr., Wesley Outlet back here with you, round 4 of the SIM500 Esports League. This is the Trans-Service Blizzard Winter Series. John, man, this has been fun. And then we got a couple of weeks off, and I don't think that just because it's off for Christmas break, these guys are still going to be thrashing. Joey Katina and the staff and the officials on the SIM500 League are going to be trying to figure out what they can do week after week to make these cars even bigger and better than ever.
Absolutely. That's something Joey's really good at, man. He's always looking for ways to improve the racing product for these guys, not just for everybody that watches, but for the guys that are driving. So I know that they're going to be busy even during the holidays. Working on this package, working on a racing package for these guys. And here we go. Mike, the Cookie Monster Montezi is out front there, Wesley.
Field will make their way back to the Geico restart zone. Green flag goes back in the air. Cookie Monster, Famous Amos out in front of the 21. Bobby Weitzel dirt tracking it on the restart the last go around. He's up to P2. Ryan falls back to third. Kelly, Glasser, top 5. Katina up in the mix as they go to 3.
Down into 3 we go, single file for first, second, third. I see a little damage on the side of Wetzel there. Not sure where that's from. But we got a nice fight going on here for, 5th and 6th on back. We got Bob Gillenwater up there in the 4 car. He in the 14 car. They're all over the back bumper. Glazer, he don't know where to go.
Field comes off the corner out of 4.
Look at this.
Yes, the 4 and the 14 are teammates. That's Gillenwater and Katina. Working their way up to 3. And now Katina will get the clear after now. Glasser up to the outside lane, closes in behind Ryan. They're going to go 3 wide or not. Nope, 2 by 2. Unless here comes Falkingham back on the bottom. He's going to try to make something of it. Also, check that. Crumrye 15 as they go 3 wide in the corner. Whoa! Monkey in the middle.
Look at that move.
Glasser.
My God, what a move by Falkingham, man. He just sent it in there on the top side. That was amazing. Wow.
Falkingham, he's on the outside lane. He wants to get back to the bottom and get there quickly. John, I don't think he's got a good car on the top.
I don't know. He's making it look good, though. Look at that. I mean, he's really doing something up on top there. He gets a lot of momentum coming off exit, especially 1 and 2 on the top line. Look at that. I mean, look how fast he caught Wetzel right there, Wesley. He's making mincemeat of these guys fast. That's amazing. He's already up to 3rd on the restart. I mean, that's insane. And he's going to be all over Mike Kelly in that 2 car here in a minute. And if I'm Mike Montezi and Mike Kelly, you got to know he's back there. So what do? You let him go, Wes? I mean, do you save your stuff and let the faster guy go?
Man, I would think 3 wide again. Battle for the lead. This is for the lead. Falkingham, Montezi, points leader. Kelly fighting for it down to 3. Look at this.
Neck and neck for second place. Oh, he's going to wash up a little bit.
Yes,
21,
sir.
Just a little bit of wash up right there. I'm thinking he didn't take but 2 tires.
Falkingham, the new leader. Kelly, the 2nd. By the way, I don't know if people noticed that car that Kelly is driving, but that is the Pittsburgh Channel 9 car. That is actually what, I believe it's WGBH in Pittsburgh, Channel 2. Or number 2 is the car, but that's actually the Pittsburgh Channel 9 car for a TV station in Pittsburgh. And go Steelers! What a heartbreak the other night to the Vikings. I'm still heartbroken from that.
I didn't even know. Wasn't even watching. Are you sure about that? I think that's a Pittsburgh Paints car.
Yeah, maybe so. Pittsburgh Paints? I think you're right. You're exactly right. Yep. You're exactly right. My bad.
Whatever. Anyhow,
he's looking for the lead on Falkingham. Oh, look out, trouble. Oh, they're wrecking. One's flying through the air. Oh, my goodness. Down the bank.
The point after attempt is good.
Is that the 00? That's the 00, guys, that flew through the air of Fowler. Fowler gets airborne. He's still upside down. Finally comes. No, he's on his side like a top. Will he come down on all 4s? No, he's still topsy-turvy. Can you just say he's out? Watch this. Wow. I just caught the glimpse of it as we were going into turn 3. John, I said, oh my goodness, the tide ride is sideways, and there's that contact slamming off of another car, off the 41, and then there goes Fowler through the air. Wow. We're going to go on board for an extended Polch Popper replay with Fowler in car 00. If you are very quick to getting dizzy, dyslexic, Do not watch this. Well, what is the word I'm looking for? If you have, what is it for people that, what is, not dyslexic, what is the word for somebody that they get dizzy from lights and flashes and whatever?
Epileptic.
Epilepsy. There you go. If you're an epileptic, don't watch this. Look at this.
Oh, boy.
Shut up, Charles. Whoa.
And the point after attempt is good. Oh, I'm sorry.
Look at
Wrong
the
sport. My bad.
sparks. Look at this.
Wow.
Do you hear the engine? The engine's going like.
Oh, yeah. He's probably going to be done for that. I'm sorry. It's not funny to him. I'm sorry, John Fowler.
That car is whining.
That car is
Yeah. By the
done
way,
for the night,
nobody
I'm
was
pretty sure.
hurt. No. Yeah. Nobody was hurt in this. In this wreck.
Yes.
Oh, what is it?
If his force feedback was on, that might have stung a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Wesley, that's the good thing about iRacing. The simulator. It's a simulator. So these guys aren't spending, that would have been probably what? A good $1.5 million, $2 million worth of wreck damaged cars back there. Probably a hospital ride for a couple of drivers. But this is a sim. So these guys just hit the tow button and decide if they want to wait for 31 minutes for repairs or if they want to sit back and watch the rest of the race. So it's
Cue up the
unfortunate.
Sanford and Son thing. We got a tow
There you
vacation
go.
coming up.
That's it. You know, it's unfortunate, but, you know, there's always the next race.
That's right. There's always tomorrow. Next week. Actually, for 2 weeks, actually.
The professionalism has gone for a pit stop. Sorry about that, folks.
I just said cue up the it shows how old we are. It's I was not singing. It was not singing. That was not singing. That was humming. That was never mind. See the
Sounds
man
like
get
somebody
picked on,
strangling
John.
a
Do you
duck.
see this? Is it? Wow. That's why I'm a professional broadcaster, not a singer. You'll never see me on American Idol, okay? Or
Yeah,
America's
that's why
Got Talent.
I sit here and paint cars, and I don't sing either.
Well, you were getting all into it as well. Lights are off with a pace car. Falkenham is really messing with the pace car tonight, ain't he? I mean, look at he's driving side by side with the pace car now. Back away, dude. Come on. If that was the Elmo Langley, he'd door slam you. It was.
Oh, Elmo, man. Did you see that? Remember that time? Who was that he brake checked? Was that Earnhart he brake checked one time?
Yes.
I think it was
yeah,
Earnhardt.
made
Oh,
Earnhardt wreck his car.
Yeah. Elmo was a grumpy pace car driver. What do you think on this restart? Kelly's got a strong car, but I don't think anybody's going to have something for. I don't know what it is about Falkenham.
Well, I
This
think
kid
they're going to
just
start
finds
just
speed.
getting. Yeah, I think when they drop the green, John, they're going to go 3 and 4 wide again. Somebody's going to be
absolutely.
crazy enough to go 5 wide. By the way, that is the Pittsburgh Paints car. My apologies. There is a Pittsburgh TV station called WGBH. They used to have their Channel 9 logo in a rainbow color, but that is actually the Pittsburgh Paints. No, you were right, John. I was wrong. I'll admit it when I'm wrong.
Wow.
But that's a pretty darn nice car. Go Steelers. Somebody
Hold on,
needs
I
to do a
gotta mark this
Steelers
on my
car for
calendar.
me.
I can do that.
Pace cars. Just call the green. Here we go. Back to restart.
Green flag is in the air. We're back to green, folks. Lap 41 of 100. Falkenham gets out to a really great start. And, well, lap 42 now. I was sort of right. Look at that.
41
We're gonna go single
laps
file,
in.
but
You're
behind
right.
him it's 2, 3, and 4 wide. I saw 4 wide coming off that turn right there.
I told you that's probably what was going to happen. Everybody in the back of the pack, right for now, the top 5 are single file. Falkenham all the way down to Coleman. Everyone's single file. They work their way back out of turn number 4. By the way, we're closing in on halfway. Falkenham, Kelly, Rivera up in this mix now. First time we mentioned his name in the top 5. All these guys racing hard. Crumrye, we mentioned him earlier. He's fell back to outside the top 10 and 11th. Ryan in 99 at one time up in the front. John, he's now fell back to 14th. Ross at one time, he's drifted all the way back into the top 15. Mont back to 19th as they go to turn number 3.
Yeah, this is, I think the cautions with the pit stops shook things up a lot, but we're going to start seeing the guys that were leading at first making their way back up front. Guys like Coleman, DeBrown, they'll be cutting their way back up front here pretty quickly if they can stay out of trouble. That's been the key thing so far, staying out of trouble. Look at 09 of Chris Williams, all up on the backside of that 38 car, trying to make him loose a little bit, trying to get him out of shape so we can get by him. 12 car, there's somebody we want to talk about. Scott Simley in that 12 car. He's making his first appearance, I guess you would, up in the top 10 for the first time tonight, up in 7th place. Ooh, washes up a little bit towards Williams. They don't make contact, though. But that had to make somebody draw a deep breath, I'm sure. Here we go. Coleman challenging Kelly down on the inside, taking that spot away, it looks like. Move Coleman up to 3rd, Kelly back to 4th. And I think he's going to bring DeBrown with him there, Wesley.
Going to try to as they work their way again back off that corner out of turn number 4. Still a lot of racing here left to go. We're underway. And right now, the man out in front, Daniel Falkingham. Rivera, Coleman, Brown, Smiley. Top 5, Frieri, Kelly, Clanantoni, Williams, Glasser, and Crumride now moving into the top 10, fighting for those spots. As we approach halfway, look at the points leader now, falling back again as we mentioned. Keep an eye on that 21, but look at this battle. Back up there again. Williams battling the 09 under pressure by Calatoni, by Glasser. They're going after him out of turn 4.
Yes, they are. Glasser, he's a previous winner. I believe he won the inaugural race. The very first race of this series. He hasn't had much luck the last couple of them, but he's had a strong car there, Wesley.
Into turn number 3. Falkingham, Rivera, Coleman, closing into the halfway mark. There they are, cross start finish line, zooming back into turn number 1 and 2. Love these camera angles.
I love the shake. Hey, producer guy down there in the van, if we get a chance, could we focus on that 09 car for a second? Wesley, if you'll bear with me, there's something I want to talk about with this guy, Chris Williams. He's sponsored by the Blue Knights. And I don't know if you folks are familiar with the Blue Knights Drum and Bugle Corps, but they are a world-class competitive junior drum and bugle corps. And I tell you what, it's I see a couple of YouTube videos when Chris talked to me about them the first time. Yeah, they're pretty amazing. Really, really amazing to watch. I don't know if you're into that kind of thing or not, Wesley, but I've got a nephew. My own daughter are in drum corps at their high schools, and it's just fun to watch that kind of stuff.
Halfway coming up next time by. Yeah, it's real see. And that's what I love about these wrap jobs, John, in all of the different racing, the series we cover. You can express yourself. And you can
Absolutely.
go back to the days of yesterday. Look at the MGD car right there. That's Rusty Wallace's throwback, but it's a different paint scheme, and it's the same paint scheme, but it's different sponsors, like a carpentry on that Ford right there as he comes across the line. But when you see that wrap job, you think of Rusty Wallace. You think of Miller Genuine Draft when he ran that car back in the day. By the way, we're halfway home, 50 in, 15 to go. He is John Muschin. I'm Wesley Outlaw. Let's give you the full-filled rundown. In round number 4, the Trans Service SIM500 Blizzard Winter Series Cup cars, next gen at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Daniel Falkingham is leading. Chad Coleman second. Kevin DeBrown and Nelson Rivera fight for 3rd and 4th. Scott Miley 5th. Robert Ferrari the 3rd is 6th. Anthony Cantaloni is 7th. Christopher Williams 8th. Randy Yoakum 9th. Bentley Glasser is 10th. Mike Montezi, points leader, 11th. Jose Gonzalez, 12th. Bob Gillenwater is 13th. Paul Crumry is 14th. Mike Kelly, 15th. Dwight Beverly, 16th. Donnie Lee had a caution earlier, 17th. Jimmy Coleman, 18th. Ron Hollywood and Bobby Weitzel. Johnny, halfway through the field here at Homestead after halfway.
Halfway through, and I tell you, man, it's been exciting, but now it looks like these guys have calmed down a little bit, Wesley. Not quite as I say that. Look, as they fan out 3 and 4 wide going third. But we haven't seen a whole lot of slicing and dicing, and we've only got a couple of cars. Oh, we got a car spinning on the backstretch. Caution's out.
Well, so much for that. Caution out. Yes, sir. You jinxed it. Yellow flag. And looks like it's car. No, no, it's the Blue Knights. Oh, the dreaded commentator's curse, talking about him and then having a wreck, and then you said we haven't had a caution and we get a caution. This is the guy you were talking about.
They're gonna fire me. Oh, he had a little help from the 26 car of Gonzalez there. He almost saved that car, Wesley. That's a bad spot to get tapped. And man. The overhead shot. Hell's all. And look how far back the 26 car is right here. He just gets a great run coming off that corner. And, or is I think maybe 09's having a problem. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, he got, yeah. It looks like he was, I don't think he had a problem, John. I think he got side drafted off of that yellow car, and that caused him to lose the handle.
Yep. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, it's really hard to say unless you're right there inside the car. But he doesn't look very happy though. Look at him. Oh! Replay stop.
Oh wow! He's got a lot of anger in his life.
Yeah,
pit stop.
We got more pit stops. It has been about 30 laps since the last one. So that's expected. Past halfway.
Do you think, John, that this could possibly be the money stop for some guys, or they're going to have to come back in, you believe?
Well,
45
we're
to go.
past halfway. Fuel window was 58 to 61 laps. 45 to go here. Now look, I'm knock on wood. Hopefully, I don't give a commentator's first here.
It sounds like a door you're beating on. It sounds like
if it goes green, this could be the money stop. That's my 5-0 knock, as they used to call it.
The 5.
Hey, I'm not. Look, man. I used to work for DirecTV. Oh, can I say that? I'm sorry. I used to work for a satellite installation company, and man,
shameless plug for the cable network I have.
The customers used to answer the door very cautiously after I knocked. Like, I thought you were the cops. I'm like, okay, why? You knock like a cop. I'm like, what the hell is a cop knock like? I don't understand this. Oh, Lord. No producer.
Well,
Cody.
they actually are supposed to knock on your door, but if they sense you're in the house and there's a warrant for your arrest, they will stomp and kick the door in on you and get them to come and get you. Yeah. Oh, well, he just kicks the door in.
Though. That's your dad.
Yeah, I mean, that's your dad, Charles. I mean, did he have a warrant for your arrest? I mean, he's your son and he's a cop and he's your dad. He's going to lock you up. I mean, come on. Wow.
He's wanted for dinner.
You're wanted for dinner. That's funny.
Because he's a wanted man. Hey, look who's leading this thing now. Our points leader.
Wanted. Never mind.
Mike Montezi. Mike, the Cookie Monster Montezi, famous Amos number 21, is up front, followed by Mr. Jose Speedy Gonzalez, who was an unfortunate part of the reason we're under caution. We got Bob Gillenwater in the 4 car in third, and quite see who that is up there in fourth. Let's go to Apex Racing TV timing. That's Jimmy Coleman in the 54 car.
It is, yeah. Top 6 cars, by the way, did not pit. Montezi, Gonzalez, Gellenwater, Coleman, Holyfield, and Weitzel all did not pit. We'll get you set up
And
for the
you've got
restart
your three
here. By the
fastest
way,
guys in the field right behind them.
Yeah, 43 laps to go. Every time I see that car, I think of cookies and I get hungry. I think of Cookie Monster.
Well, you got cookies on the inside and milk on the outside. That's what Goya is. Goya is a brand of milk from south of the border.
Is that Goya? I want some milk and cookies. Who's that?
Then tune in Monday
Pace
nights
cars.
for the Fan Service Blizzard Series.
We're back to green. And the cookie gone.
And what we're going to watch here, Wesley, is we're going to watch Falkingham and DeBrown cut up through this field with those new tires ever so cautiously, right? They're going to be very cautious about this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we got
no,
big wreck
we're
on the
not. They're
backstretch.
wrecking. Holy cow, that's Donnie Leah. Donnie Leah turned to the pack. Other cars crashing. Oh, no, there's Williams again.
Joey
Second time in a
Gattina's
row.
in it.
Joey Gattina's wrecked. And it all started with Donnie Leah in the 7 Honda. Oh, my goodness.
He now has no back deck lid at all. That's going to be coming out of 2. My guess is somebody might have got a little loose. It's just a guess. We don't have any facts on that yet, folks. But 2 is an area where folks get loose coming off. Yep. Yeah, he got loose and overcorrected a little bit, it looked like. Maybe if we can get the blimp shot on that, maybe a little bit better of a...
Yeah, it just looked like Donnie Leah lost it, might have overcorrected, and then when he fishtailed, spun the car around, and then it was the product, if you will, as we go high above on the blimp view. Oh, my goodness, look at the 2 car giving a punt and off on the outside lane or the inside lane. He's got Crumry there in the Hooters 15. All right, now, John, let's watch this. Yeah, let's watch the 7 here. And then
Here we are,
the
exit
other
2,
2
yeah.
cars. Oh, man,
Yep.
yeah, he just lost it. And then the
Like I
other
said at the
cars
top of the
dragged
show.
him because of everyone checking up.
Yep, exactly. 2 is notorious for being loose on exit at the start of the run. You got new tires on there. I mean, the car is just wicked loose, especially the lower you are on exit,
Wow.
the looser the car's going to get.
Let's look at it again.
Oh, Joey.
Oh, yeah, this is... Oh. And the 0, it's Williams. Yeah, Williams and Gattina. Wow.
I think Joey will be able to get that damage fixed. There's your milk and cookies
that's
there,
tough,
Wesley.
right? Yeah, I want some milk and cookies. Under caution. Montezi, Gonzalez, Coleman, Gillenwater, and Bobby Weitzel, your top 5. All right. Do you pit?
40
You happy
laps
where
to
you're
go.
at? There you go.
Well, man, that's a good question. We know that the top 6, well, not the top 6, those guys that didn't pit on the last pit stop,
Sure.
Montezi, those guys up front, they are going to have to pit again. Okay, they pitted last on 38. Yeah, they're going to have to pit again for fuel. There's no doubt in my mind about that. So maybe they're trying to stay out until the end of the fuel run for them. I don't know. I don't know what their game plan is right now, Wesley, at this point. I stopped trying to look, man, I have done enough races with these guys to know that if you've got a group of 30 guys, you're going to have 28 different fuel strategies, buddy. I'm just saying. So I stopped trying to guess what these guys are thinking a long time ago.
That's under 40 laps to go, mind you, as well. Yeah. And honestly, you talk about strategy and game planning. There's still, I mean, we still got a long way to go. I mean, I know we're saying we're just after halfway. There's under 40 laps to go, but
and there's
what
a
goes
lot
down here.
Lot of drop off in the speed with these cars at this track. I found out today. Like we talked about this at Michigan and at Chicagoland, they didn't have a lot of tire wear, right? But here at Homestead, it's almost a 2-second drop between lap 1 and lap 59 in a fuel run. So that's another thing these guys that are out front going to have to think about. They're going to be giving up a lot of time over the next 5 to 10 laps, the guys behind them. A lot of speed.
Lights are off on the pace car this time by, yes. Hey, producer. You know, John's making requests. I have one. Can we do the pace car top roof shot coming onto the pit lane and watching the rest of the field fly by them at the green flag? Can you? You didn't break anything. Quit making excuses. Make me happy. Hey, by the way, we had a great broadcast last night. It was fun. Oh, we're on board with the pace car driver.
The gearbox shot, producer guy, Mr. Cody.
Yeah.
Sir.
Well, we had one on the upper left camera or the upper right camera, and yeah, but I like the one. It's okay. But we had to pay. Probably back in the cockpit will be better. We had a camera angle last night where I just out of nowhere said put the camera on the pace car, and the pace car veered onto the pit lane. Okay, wrong side. We need to go to the right, not the left. If we go to the right, that's not it. No, it's got to be the left side.
Right. It's a right.
Okay, well, that'll work.
Is what he's looking.
There they go. Yeah, we don't have it. I got you. We're back to green. My idea didn't work. I'm sorry. Oh, are we back to caution again?
Yeah, we are. We had a tire.
Oh my goodness. We got a crash on the front straightaway. My.
And my money is on spun tires. Spun tires.
Hey, I've told you to go to the right side of the pace car for the camera. Probably the inside cockpit would have worked better. But anyhow, let's see what happened. Another Pulse Popper instant replay. They're back at it, racing again, and then they are crashing again under the start-finish line. Look at this.
Front.
Wow.
Tony, Mike Kelly. Oh, my goodness, man. That was somebody up front spun his tires, it looked like.
Yeah, that was the big one. Man, that's heartbreak.
Somewhere in the top, I want to say top 10 where that started. There's Mike Kelly right there.
Let's watch this again. Charles Woods, we're on board with him or
right
looking
there.
close at his car.
It was the 84 car of Cal Antoni, it looked like, is where that started at.
Cal Antoni, was it a yellow car? Yeah.
No, he was in the 84 car. And it looked like he might have either spun his tires or missed a shift. Unfortunately, when you're
we just wadded him up.
Yeah, that's a bad spot to have a mistake on the start like that. You've got so many guys behind you that are going when they see the green flag. And unfortunately, when you're nose to tail, he's waiting for the pace car. He's checking up. How did he
just
get by
wadded him up? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. What in the world just happened here?
That's unfortunate right there, man. I hate seeing stuff like that happen. They're being waved around the pace car, I think. Now this is an iRacing thing, folks. Don't get confused. Sometimes the scoring, if a caution comes out too soon on a restart when the pace car is still moving down pit road, it messes with the scoring. So these guys are gonna have to get it straightened out. But they're really good at doing that, especially at SIM500. These guys will probably all just go around Wesley and get caught back up the pace car, and that might mess things up for pit stops. So some of these guys are looking at coming in and getting some tires or whatever.
Yeah, so the situation that lies here is we got to make sure timing and scoring is accurate, and in doing so, the cars that might have pitted or might have got ahead of the rest of the leaders, they've now got to take a wave around to get caught back up to where they are on timing and scoring correctly. And then once that's done, then we'll probably open up pit lane if drivers want to come down to the pits, because we still have 30, 34, 33 laps to go. I mean,
Yeah, we still have
we
guys
literally
out there
dropped
that
the
are gonna have
green
to
and we
pit.
wrecked again.
Oh,
Yeah, we
they
dropped
did.
the green and
Getting
wrecked
on the green.
again. Yeah. What do you think of the race so far, John? What we're seeing here, round 4.
Well,
What is your
I mean,
take
other
as
than
we
this,
see week after week of these new next-gen cars? What are you thinking, what we're seeing so far?
I'm liking it. I mean, I know these guys don't like being wrecked out, but I mean, it's a product of a new car, not knowing exactly what's going to happen with it, except for that last restart. Like I said, that looked like maybe some sort of a mechanical failure on the cars that caused the incident. But so far, it's been great racing, I think, Wesley. Really enjoyed it. I mean, here we are with only 34 laps left to go, and it's still anybody's race. Anybody's race right
Yeah.
now. We've got your typical fast guys that we've seen week in and week out, but yeah, it can still be anybody's race right now.
And remember, we take off for a couple of weeks because of the Christmas and the New Year holiday. We will return back. Oh, let's see. I've got my schedule in front of me here. That will be on January 3rd at Richmond. January 3rd at Richmond will be the return after a long Christmas, New Year break. Yes. What do you want to do with yourselves for 2 weeks, John?
Open presents and eat food and drink a little bit of scotch here and there and spend some time with my daughter. You know, Christmassy stuff. The cat can bite me. Oh, wait, she did.
He said the cat can bite me. Oh, I hope that you and yours all have a great Christmas holiday season.
Right back at you, buddy.
I enjoyed
Right
it.
back at you.
Great butt kicker 300 last night. Thank you for stepping in and going to the play-by-play role in my absence last Monday. I know you had someone else there with you. I heard you did a really great job. It was you and Charles, I believe it was.
No, it was me and Brandon. Or no.
Brandon Kurtz. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Brandon
Well, here we go.
Kurtz,
Green flag
not
is
Kurtz.
Our points leader, Mike Montezi, is in the lead. His teammate behind
I'm
him,
from the
Bob
South.
Gillenwater, in second. But Falkingham, the guy that led most of this race, requiring all these cautions, is digging his way up there. He's around Gonzalez in third. He's trying to take that spot away there, Wesley. He's coming. Him and DeBrown are both coming. Oh, look at this.
What did she say to you?
Down the front stretch, down into one now. Move Falkingham up to third. DeBrown's coming around the 26 now. He's going to take fourth away. These two guys are on fresh tires, folks. Not fresh tires. They're a few laps older than, some of these guys, but they are coming through the field fast. The guys up front, Mike Montezi in the 21, Bob Gilmar, a little bit of contact there. Those guys haven't pitted since lap 38. Their tires are definitely getting old, definitely got some laps on them right now. And here goes Falkingham to the lead around Montezi down the front stretch, going into one. I think he's going to take it.
Gillenwater inside, trying to come after, hook up with Falkingham. Montezi hung out to dry on the outside lane, door to door for that spot. Now for second, into 3. Falkingham back to P1. Montezi under attack by Gillenwater. He's also got DeBrown going after him. Gonzalez to the back. They're almost 3 wide out of 4.
Oh, DeBrown's going to make it 3 wide. Oh, we're going to try to. Move DeBrown up to second now with those fresh tires. A 26 car down low on Bob Gillenwater there. He's thinking about taking third away. That's Jose Speedy Gonzalez from the Goya car. There's your milk. Cookies are back there behind him somewhere there, Wesley. Here comes Coleman. Coleman on the outside of Gonzalez. He's looking to take third spot
Look
away.
at this.
I'm sorry, fourth spot.
And you know what? Coleman waiting patiently. Look at that car. Also Gonzalez, another one. Right there, ready to pounce when it's time to go. Under 25 coming up here. 28 laps remaining when they come back across the start-finish line. You better go. You better go now. And you notice, I see something else happening too now. that hasn't happened all night so far for the most part, John, and that is the packs are breaking apart. We're starting to see 2, 3 packs of racing, kind of like what we would see up the road at Daytona or Talladega in a pack of traffic. We've seen this several times in this new next-gen car package in the Trans-Service Blizzard Cup Series tonight.
Yeah, dominantly at the bigger tracks. We've seen it, tracks where lifting not quite so much, like Michigan. We saw it really bad at Michigan. Michigan was just basically a mini Talladega. Here, these packs will form up, but they'll break up pretty quickly too. Especially as you see the cars that have damage, like Williams right there. Oh, we got contact between the 77 car.
Oh, no, trouble.
And I don't see who that is, but that's going to be a spin right there.
Oh, the 77 turn. That's Ferrari the third. The Miller Genuine Draft throwback of Rusty Wallace, the 1989 NASCAR Cup Series champion. And the caution coming out again. Oh, no. Just 25 laps remaining, 3/4 of the way. Ferrari turned 22, 54, all 3 wide. It comes at 0-1, getting into the mix. Might have had something to say about it. And that was Dwight Beverly. And around went Ferrari, turned him in the left rear. Wow.
Yeah, they had a little minor contact on exit of 4 there. And it looked to me like Beverly was just trying to catch his car. He was wicked loose and got up into the 7-7 of Ferrari the third there. That's unfortunate. That's close racing, though. Now, the question is, we got some guys out there that may not have been able to make it on fuel, but with this caution flag, might be able to go the rest of the way. And that's the guys talking about Gonzalez. We're talking about Bob Gillenwater. We're talking about Mike Montezi, our points leader. Jimmy Coleman, the 4 car. Those guys last pitted on lap 38. That would have been, what?
And they're coming to the pits.
They are pitting? Okay.
No, they're not.
Psych.
Oh, the Browns
what a
psyched
mind
them all.
game. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Well,
See,
what I was saying
it's
was
what I
that
always say. Wow.
If that had gone green,
John?
I think those guys would have been about 2 laps short, but they're not going green now. They could have stayed out, but the tires roll. So we see those guys coming in now. And, of course, there's damaged cars, Wesley. Yeah, go ahead. What were we going to say? So, pit stops are going down right now. We got some guys that have been looking for pit stops for a while. They've been out since lap 38, so they're coming in now. Looks like the only folks that came in, or stayed out, are Devin DeBrown, Chad Coleman, and Nelson Rivera. Even our leader, Daniel Falkingham, came down pit road. He took 4 fresh ones. Looks like Bobby Witzel came down. He looks like he took fuel only, though. And other than that, looks like everybody took 4 and fuel. That's going to put pretty much everybody good to go to the end of this race. We got 24 laps left right now. When we go back to green, it'll be probably 23. So this is the money stop. It's going to be really interesting to see who gets out in front of these guys. DeBrown, Coleman, Rivera, all of their tires have about 21, 22 laps of green flag racing on them. The guys behind them have 4 fresh ones, so that's going to make things really, really interesting on this restart pace car. I think his lights are still on. Probably have 1 or 2 more laps of pacing here. And I tell you what, folks, this is going to be a barn burner of a finish right here, Wesley.
23 laps to go for the restart. Probably 22, 21 laps because we're still under caution. Kevin DeBrown psyching everybody, coming down to the pit lane, making it look like he was going to pit. He does not pit. Chad Coleman, Nelson Rivera, all being stuck and having to now settle themselves in. That's the good thing of what happened. They were able to at least pit and still get a good spot back on the racetrack. But Kevin DeBrown, John, good, bad, not pitting, might have put himself in a predicament now because the tires are used up. Maybe they took on new tires and rubber.
Wetzel's going back in the pits. Interesting.
Wow. Yeah.
So I thought
Bobby
maybe
Wetzel
I
is
thought
on the
maybe
pit
he must
lane.
have just he must have missed his pits. I think is what happened. I didn't see what happened exactly. He was only in the pit lane for 6 seconds, 6.8 seconds. Excuse me. So anyway, what I was saying is, DeBrown, Chad Coleman, and Nelson Rivera, your top three, haven't pitted since lap before. Falkingham, Gilwater, Gonzalez, all these guys, they've got 4 fresh tires. The only thing going for DeBrown is he's got 1 row of cars between him, Falkingham, and the rest of the field with fresh tires. That's the only thing he's got going for him. So what he's going to have to hope for here is 1, no cautions, and 2, that Coleman and Rivera can hold these guys off long enough for him to get a decent cushion out front. We'll see what happens. I'm not real sure how it's going to work out for him, but it should be very, very interesting to watch.
All right, the lights are off on the pace car. Here we go. We're settling in for the restart. 22 laps to go when they come back to the Geico restart zone. And we're ready for the finish of this one. Remember, we're off for 2 weeks in observance of Christmas and New Year's. We'll come back for Monday, January 3rd. Pace car is in. Ready. DeBrown sends it at speed. Falkingham, Coleman, Rivera, all there. Coming back to green. We're back at it into turn 1.
Down into turn 1, DeBrown still got his lead, but I'll tell you what, Falkingham and Coleman, they're back there. Coleman and Falkingham lurking behind him. Coleman, Chad Coleman has already won one of these. He won Chicagoland, Wesley. Do you think he'll be a repeat tonight? Can DeBrown hold him off, or will Falkingham have something to say about that? We're going to find out here in the next 20 laps.
3 wide behind him for second and third. Oh, man, Falkingham about just got a shot. He saves it. Almost got bumped in the rear as Gonzalez, Gillenwater, Rivera, and Coleman are right behind them. And just now gets around
Got to change for the
Falkingham.
lead up front.
And Coleman
takes
goes
the
to the lead. The Chicagoland winner to open up round 1 now goes to P1 in the 38, and we're 20 laps to go. Johnny, my boy, this time by out of turn 4.
20 laps to go. We still got guys duking it out hard back here from pretty much third on back there, Wesley. We got big fights. We got Gillenwater pushing Gonzalez down the front stretch there, down into 1 and 2. Falkingham down on the inside right there. He's looking to get by. He's got 4 fresh tires on his car. He's looking good. He's looking fast. Behind him, you've got Coleman being challenged on the outside. I didn't quite see who that was. There's our points leader, Montezi, back there. He's back up to 11th place, looking to break the top 10. We've got a great fight going on back here. Meantime, up front, we've got a 4-car fight for second place. Coleman's loving what he sees in his mirror right now. The Brown's got his hands full, Wesley, with that 26 car on the inside, the 39 car on the outside.
Look at this traffic. Look at this pack. Look at Gonzalez. Gonzalez with Falkingham to his inside. Here comes now Gillenwater down to the bottom up the racetrack to Brown. Coleman, 3 wide off turn number 4. Are you kidding me? DeBrown is there. They'll send it off down the front straightaway. Under 20 remaining. Look at this down into turn 1. It's now Coleman looking to be that first repeat winner of the season. There's a hungry pack of wolves behind him. DeBrown now up on the outside. Gillenwater trying to get to Falkingham. Nope, he'll go to the outside. Here we go, Johnny. They're into 3. Oh, look at this. Boy, look at this from this camera angle.
Wow.
That's Gillenwater.
That was Gillenwater bump drafting Kevin DeBrown. He's going to go down the inside of Brown now. He's got
and look at
maybe Falkingham behind him. Wow. Gonzalez way out of shape.
Falkingham got turned by Gonzalez.
Oh,
and he does get turned. Trouble.
Oh, wow. He
Rivera gets collected.
The wall.
Oh, man.
Wow.
We knew that was happening. We knew that was happening.
There will be some discussions, I'm sure, post-race about that.
Replay coming up.
This is a great shot. Oh. I don't think he appreciated the block, is what we saw there.
Yeah, I mean, you literally look at that. I mean, that was. Would you say retaliation?
Absolutely, absolutely.
26 wasn't happy. Gonzalez gave a little punt there, and I don't really see what Falkingham did.
He went up
I
and
didn't
blocked
see
him.
that part.
He blocked.
He threw a block
big
on him
block
right
on him
there.
right there.
I didn't see that. We were showing you the camera angle
And he's
on
going to
board
block
with
him again right here. He's going to block him
Gillenwater
again
into
right here.
Brown here. Yep.
He throws another block right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, third time. All right. Well, that's fair game then. He surely did. Gonzalez said, I've had enough of you.
I am speaking
put him
from
in the
personal
fence.
experience here, Wesley. I have raced against Gonzalez. You don't block him. You might get away with it one time. You might. Okay? And, yeah,
I have
mean,
to say,
I've got to go with producer Cody on this, man. You're playing anybody really on track. Blocking is not something a lot of people like to see, okay?
Yeah.
I understand
Yeah,
it's
you don't want to make that
He's
mistake.
fighting for a win. But I raced Jose, and Daniel has too. Daniel's been racing with these guys as long as I have, and he knows there are some guys you just can't do that to. And Jose is definitely one of them. And I'm not, Wesley, I want to make sure I'm understood here. I am not saying Jose Gonzalez did anything wrong at all, okay? Now, race admin might look at it differently. I don't know. We'll see how that pans out here. But I'm one of those drivers. I believe in, if you're going to block me, then you are accepting the fact that I'm not going to accept your block. You know what I'm saying?
If you're going to block me, don't B and C if my retaliation when it comes to that point.
Exactly.
Bottom line.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have the utmost respect for both of these guys. Please understand that. I really do. I have driven, like I said, I've driven against these guys for a long time, but I've also learned my lesson. There's just some guys you don't block, and Jose's one of them. Now that move is going to put him up to second, and it's going to take out one of the front runners. And I'm not even sure where Coleman went. Coleman was up here, and now he's gone too. So I'm not sure if he was a part of that, if he got some damage from that, or if he just there to take tires or what. But that's going to put Bob Gillenwater up to the lead. And Gillenwater is looking for a win here tonight. It'll be the first of this series. He has won before, Wesley, in this league of SIM500 drivers.
Coming up under 15 laps to go. Shootout time and our final commercial break. We will take you to the checkered flag. John and I, when I return from Homestead, Miami with the Monday night SIM500 Trans-Service Blizzard Series.
An automobile purchase shouldn't be hard. The hardest part for the consumer in the whole process should be selecting the vehicle. We have the online credit application. We can bring the car to you to see it, to test drive it, to deliver it. We have all the tools in place, and we've had them in place for a long time. I just think now we've perfected it. It's become part of our culture. We've, kind of taken it to the next level. It is easy, and it should be easy, and it should be fun, and it shouldn't take a whole lot of time.
Hey, it's Wesley Outlet on the set of the Bull Ring on Speed 51 TV, but I also want to remind everybody that you can keep up with coverage of esports with the Northwest Cup and Truck Series, the American iRacing League, SMB Cup Series, and so much more on your home for sim racing, LSRTV. Of course, remember, you can watch it, and then you can listen to it on CRN, the Community Radio Network, at wearecrn.com. Check us out when you can.
Welcome back, folks. We're just going back to green right now. And Bob Gillenwater's out front with Jose Gonzalez currently running second. Jimmy Coleman, though, has an idea to make that different. take that second place away. Down on the inside, going through 1 and 2. In the meantime, Bob Gilwater stretching that lead out. 12 to go. Wesley,
Trouble!
I'm thinking
Trouble!
we got spin.
Car
Cut off
turn.
turn 2.
And they're bouncing off the wall, but I think they'll save it. They'll keep it together. I don't think we'll see a caution. They were fishtailing it, dirt tracking into the back, but no yellow flag. Will stay green. 12 to go. Now making 11 to go, and there's the caution flag.
That is
Yellow
not what
flag
Bob
is out.
Gilwater wanted to see. We should interview him. Probably. Tell you what, Daniel was almost involved in that accident too. Oh. That's why we have a caution. Yep. And folks, what happened right there is when a car gets below a certain speed in the racing area that iRacing sees as a racing area on the track, it'll automatically throw out a caution. And that driver was just trying to get his car off track, but unfortunately he wasn't quite clear of the racing area. Hence, we get a caution. And Wesley, like I said, that is not what Bob Gillenwater wanted to see.
No, they're not. No, it's not. So they'll settle them in here for a 10-lap shootout. By the way, Gillenwater looking to be another winner, which will make it 4 for 4 on the SIM500 Trans Service League Blizzard Series. Remember, we take a couple of weeks off. We come back on Monday night, January the 3rd. Tentatively, Richmond. And the reason why I say tentatively is, well, last week we were supposed to have went to, it is, okay. Last week. And we're hearing possibly Talladega might change. We don't know. So anyhow, a couple of weeks ago, last week, wasn't it, John? Last week, the race you guys did, you're supposed to be in here at Homestead. Then we ended up at Phoenix. Then Phoenix became Dover. So that's why I said it just depends on what things will turn out to be. Tonight was supposed to have been Talladega, and then they moved it to Homestead tonight. So, yeah.
What it is, Wesley, is the setups that originally came out for this car from iRacing are kind of difficult to drive, and they've got a couple of guys at SIM500 that can work on setups. So what they do is they'll have a guy test the car during the week, see if they can find a setup that everybody in the field is comfortable with, or I shouldn't say that, but basically a good general setup. Sometimes it's the exact same one that iRacing gave them, sometimes it's different. And from what I've been told, that's what happens with these track changes is they're looking for a setup that's drivable, that's competitive, and gets on a fun package, basically a good competitive package. So, I got goosebumps, man. 9 to go. My friend, Bob Gillenwater. I'm trying to stay unbiased in this, but Bob's a great guy. I'm not sure how well you know him, Wesley, but I know him very well. Great guy, and I think he's had 1 or 2 wins in SIM500 competition.
Yeah,
he's got a cup win, but I'm excited for him. The sponsor for his is JDAF. I painted that car, so I should know this. You would think, but it's a children's foundation for cancer. I believe leukemia. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look, but it's because his son was, I think Dylan is his name, is fighting that. So and he's just a great guy all around. Really, really nice guy. Oh, lights are off of the pace car. We're going back 1 to go here, Wesley. Give me an idea of what you're thinking here, buddy. What do you think we're going to see for a finish here? Or not?
All right, so with 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go. Lights are off on the pace car. It'll be 7 remaining. With Gillenwater And now I don't mean to bring something up here, John, but we saw what Gonzalez will do. If you get a little aggressive with the yellow and white 26, Jose Gonzalez, not afraid with that,
Yeah.
with that push. I mean,
but again, let's reiterate though, that was from blocking. I don't know how bad Gonzalez wants to win. I'm not in his head right now, but I would like to think that he wouldn't resort to punting Gillenwater out of the way. What a great start by Bob Gillenwater, the 4-car on the inside there. And he's got good 3-car lengths over Gonzalez. We'll see how long that lasts. In the meantime, Coleman's got his hands full with Montezi, our points leader, on the outside. He's got all the draft help he needs on the outside to take that spot away from Coleman. And he's going to keep that third spot, so move our points leader up to third. Right on the back door of Jose Gonzalez, the 26 car. Jose, in the meantime, has made up some ground on Bob Gillenwater in that 4-car. 7 laps to go. Sorry, 6 laps to go. Man, we got a great fight up here up front. Bob has got his lead. Gillenwater in that 4-car still has his lead by about 2 car lengths, coming off of 2 right here. But it's 2 by 2 by 2 on back from, I guess, what is that, 4th spot there, Wesley? 3rd spot back?
yeah, they go back. They'll go back to 3 with Gillenwater, the man out in front. Look at the damage on the 77 Ferrari, the 3rd car. He's now back up in the battle. Gillenwater, Gonzalez, Montezi, the points leader, and we got a caution. Trouble turn 4, trouble turn 4, and that's to Brown that's wrecked off the corner. Yellow flag, we might be going to overtime. Wow.
Now, that is good, I think, for Gillenwater. We've seen him already on 2 restarts get a fantastic jump. He gets a great restart like that, I think he'll be okay. But, man, look at the Brown's car. I didn't even realize he was so badly damaged. He was one of our front runners early on in this race, Wesley. Oh, and he's going to get a little help there.
Yeah, that's
a little help from his friends. Although with friends like that, who needs enemies? Yeah, he did. Remember Keselowski doing that? Remember when Keselowski spun the car into his pit road box? That was amazing. Well, folks, this is going to set us up for a green-white checkered, and oh my goodness, you want to talk about white knuckles? I mean, that'll give you white knuckles right there. You'll be gripping the steering wheel so hard right now if you're the leader on a green-white checkered start, especially when you got guys like Jose Gonzalez in the 26 car. You got 21 of Mike Montezi. Mike, the Cookie Monster Montezi there in the famous Amos Cookies Chevy Camaro. I almost said Chevy Monte Carlo. We don't drive those in this series. Not yet, anyway. There goes our lucky dog on the inside there. We got Jimmy Coleman in the 54 back there, riding in 4th place. Your 5th place is rounded out by none other than Robert Frielli, the 3rd in the 77 car. He's had some interesting fun tonight. He's been in a couple of incidents, got some damage on that car, but looks to me like they just buffed some of that out with some Miller Genuine Draft. They're going to Charlie Mike. How you doing, Wesley?
Time settling in here. I'm looking at the stats on the series, and there is 2 attempts at a green-white checker if necessary. So they're going to get 2 chances. So here's how it'll go down. Obviously, they'll wait to get lineup correct. Everything's not going down. Nobody's coming to the pit lane. We're still under caution, so another lap or so. And when we drop the green, we'll go. There's a caution before they take the white flag. Then we will re-rack them, restack them, and go again. If they take the white flag, they take the CRN1 to go, then the race is official. They race wreckers, checkers to the finish. If we go for a second attempt, green flag, they wreck before the white, or even if they wreck past the white flag to the checker, race is official. Timing and scoring will be based on the scoring loop where the yellow flag fell, and that is the way the results will be posted. So there you go. Kind of like the way NASCAR does it. 2 attempts, though. They have unlimited attempts now in the NASCAR 3 Series, John. Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, I'm not a fan of unlimited chances at that if I'm a car owner, because we've seen it time and again. Wesley, you wind up with a bunch of wadded up cars 9 times out of 10, and those things are not cheap.
Well, the question is, who are we going to see in victory lane again? Are we going to see another first-time winner for this series, for this season? 4 for 4. Lights are off on the pace car. Green, white checker coming up. There's Gillenwater. 2 career SIM500 Esports League wins. A couple of cars coming off of the pit lane. Go time here in this race. Who will prevail? Who will be the top dog? We're looking for the green flag. As John and I mentioned, Gillenwater, Gonzalez, Montezi, the points leader. He's up to 3rd. Coleman, Ferrari from a wreck, battles back to 5th. Paul Crumrye, what a good run for him tonight. Bentley Glasser, Dwight Beverly, Tommy Ryan, and Anthony Calatoni ready to bring them back to green, John. All right, we'll settle in.
Out of our
Overtime.
top 4, Wesley.
You ready?
Yeah, out of our top 4, the 4 car to 21 and the 54 only ones that don't have damage. I don't know if that'll play a part in it, but we're going to find out here.
Pace car ready to drop in onto the pit lane. Overtime attempt number 1. We rack them, we restack them. They come to the Geico restart zone. Green flag, and Gillenwater is gone. 2 attempts. Attempt 1 underway. Gillenwater sends it single file to the lead. They're door-to-door behind him with Montezi Gonzalez off of 2.
Mike Tessie makes the move down below Gonzalez to take that 2nd spot. He's looking at the inside of Gillenwater now in the 4 car, trying to take the lead away. These are teammates, by the way. Montezi and Gillenwater are teammates in the Sim Mafia group, and put Montezi to the lead. For now, he's going to wash up, and it looks like Gillenwater's going to try the crossover move, Wesley, coming out of 3 and 4.
CRN, 1 to go. The race is official. White flag in the air. 1 more lap remaining. We've got college basketball and high school basketball this week at wearecrn.com. Final time, Gillenwater, Montezi, teammates door-to-door to the back straightaway.
Door-to-door to the back straightaway, down the back straightaway to turn 3. Put Gillenwater down on the inside, fighting for that lead with Montezi on the outside. We've seen it time and again, though. The inside is the place to be in 3 and 4. Will it work for Montezi this time, coming off of 3?
3 wide!
Wow.
And they're wrecking behind him in the checkered flag, and they're going to give the win to Montezi. Montezi by 4 1/1000ths of a second. Wow.
Way to make me a liar, Mike Montezi, you animal monster.
Cookie Monster took it to Gillenwater. And they've wrecked again out of turn number 2. They're wrecking off turn 4. And this race is in the books, and what a drive for Mike Montezi. Another win.
That was a great race between those two for his last 2 laps. They kept it clean. They raced hard. It was just really, oh, wow.
Has he won any races? I know he's the points leader, but has he won?
Yeah,
has he won a race yet?
The inaugural race. Yeah.
No. Coleman won the. Chad Coleman won Chicagoland.
Right. Okay. He won. He's got to win. I just don't know which one it is.
So he's the first repeat winner of the series. Yeah.
Yes, he is.
He's the first repeat winner on the Trans Service winner. Yeah. No, Coleman won.
That's right. He won last week at Dover. He
won Dover last week. Okay, I was about to say, all the races I've done so far, I haven't seen Montezi back-to-back as well. Yes, first repeat winner and back-to-back in 21. Well, there you go.
We've got some
Have a
interviews
cookie
to get
on
ready
me.
for, my friend.
We do. And first, we'll take a look at the unofficial results here. Mike Montezi is the winner. Bob Gillenwater will finish in the number 2 spot. Jimmy Coleman 3rd. Jose Gonzalez 4th. Tommy Ryan is 5th. Daniel Falkingham, strong early, falling back to 6th. Mike Kelly 7th. Bentley Glasser is 8th. Dwight Beverly 9th. And Robert Ferrari the 3rd. From a wreck earlier in the night, he finishes in the top 10, John.
That's a great bounce back there. Doug Sigmund in 11th in the 04. Paul Kromeroy also involved in the very first incident of the night. He comes up to 12th. Callan Tony in the 84 car makes his way back up to 13th after involvement in a wreck as well. Bobby Wetzel in 9 car 14th. EJ O'Rourke started last in the field, I believe, or deep in the field, I should say. Finishes 15th. Chad Coleman in the 38, 16th. Shannon Wood makes a great comeback from an early accident to 17th. Kevin DeBrown fades to the back, has a bad day. Starts off great. He's in 18th. Chris Williams, same thing in the 09 car, 19th. And Jose Medina in 24 car comes in 20th.
There's a top 20. Here we move into the 21st position. That's going to be Stoney Benfield. Scott Smiley, 22nd. Doug Roth is 23rd. Ron Holyfield is 24th. Jeff Ryan, 25th. Charles Woods, Nelson Rivera, Randy Yoakum, Kevin England, Joey Gattina, the top 30 here tonight at Homestead.
And rounding out your field is going to be Sean Breisman involved in an accident, Richard Beasley, Donnie Leah, Tyler Hunter, Matthew Kirakofi, John Fowler. He went for a wild ride, folks. Airborne by about 35 feet and then rolled over and landed on his lid, stayed on his side. He was out of the race, as well as J. Randall Watkins. That rounds out your field. We'll be back soon, I do believe. Correct, Wesley?
That's right. When we come back, it is the finish line post-race wrap-up report. We'll talk to the top 3. We'll say bon voyage, wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll sign off until 2 weeks from now when we come back for the round 5, halfway in the Trans-Service Blizzard Winter Series presented by SIM500 and LSRTV at Richmond. Back with more in a moment.
And welcome back, folks, as we wrap up tonight, Homestead Miami Speedway, the 4th race of the series here in the SIM500 Trans-Service Blizzard Series. And it was a great one. We had some great fights up front for the last restart at Green White Checkered. We're going to talk to our winner here in a minute, but first we're going to talk to 3rd place runner. Let's dig him up out of his hole. Where is he at there? Found him. All right, Jimmy Coleman, my man, what a bounce back. You've had a rough couple of weeks here, buddy. You finished 3rd place tonight. And it was good to see you up front fighting like you were, digging like that, man. Talk to me about your race, bud.
Yeah, it felt good finally to be up there for a change. I've not had no luck here lately. So, car felt good. Man, I was really looking forward to this race. I'd run some official races and really liked the track, so I was tickled to death to finally get up front for a change.
It was good to see you up front instead of rolling over on the car like we've seen the last
true.
2 or 3 weeks, man. You got anybody you want to give a shout out to for the run tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all the teammates here at SIM500 Mafia. Big shout out to Bob and Mike, especially here. We got top 3 for SIM500 Mafia. And all the rest of our teammates. Shout out to you guys, LSRTV. Love going back and watching it. Shout out to Trans Service and everybody else in the league.
Well, Jimmy, again, man, congratulations on a great run tonight. Great bounce back. It's good to see you up front, man. Looking forward to watching you on the next race. Enjoy your Christmas holidays, my friend.
Appreciate it, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. That was our third place winner, third place finisher, Jimmy Coleman in the 54 car. Great run for him tonight. I've got second place standing right here, teammate Bob Gillenwater in that number 4 JDRF Foundation car. Bob, first off, I got to make a correction. I miscommunicated what the foundation's for. It's a Children's Diabetes Fighting Foundation. Bob, congratulations on a great run. A great run. You led for a while there. It looked like you might pull the win off tonight. Talk to me about your second place run, man.
Yeah, I was trying to time those starts just a little bit. Of course, had the teammates with me there, but I want to thank Mike and Jimmy. Really bringing me up to speed. I've not run, but I think one of these races, and without that, but just a strong finish for the Mafia tonight. Couldn't be happier. Hats off to Mike, man. It was tight coming off 3 or 4. I could hear his car. He got back to the fuel just split second before I did. Had that high line, but just a great night for us here at the Mafia.
I tell you what, man, that was an exciting finish to watch. And I mean, I'm friends with all you guys in the Mafia, and I've talked to y'all week in and week out, and it was hard. It was hard to pick one of you guys. I'm glad you guys raced so clean. Again, congratulations on your second place run. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to, my friend?
Yeah, Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation for being on the car, and special shout out as always, Raging Cajun, my man there painting my rides up, and our teammates in the Mafia, and especially Trans Service for putting the series on, and just look forward to going back and watching LSRTV and watching the replay of this thing.
Well, thank you so much, my friend. Again, congratulations on a fantastic finish tonight, and Merry Christmas to you and your family, Bob.
Yeah, thank you guys. Merry Christmas to everybody.
And that's your second place runner, Bob Gillenwater, in the Ford JDRF car. Great foundation, folks. If you get a chance, look it up. It's a great cause. Now, the one we've been waiting to talk to, Mike the Animal, the Cookie Monster, Mike Montezi, in that number 21, Famous Amos Cookies. Not only, Mike, are you our first repeat winner, but you're also the first back-to-back winner in this series. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. Thanks for that intro.
I tell you what, man, we were talking about you a lot. We like them cookies, buddy.
I don't know that I'm ever going to run another paint scheme. I think I'm Famous Amos till the end.
Absolutely. Well, Mike, that was a great run you had tonight. I mean, you were pretty consistent all night, up there in the top 10 fighting. At what point did you think you actually had the car to win tonight?
Probably not until the last 10 laps. We started getting those cautions at the end. I know there was a lot of cautions through the race. That really kind of screwed up the whole tire strategy. And half of the field got on one strategy, the other half got on the other, and we just happened to be on the good half, I guess. But at 10 to go, I probably knew I had a really good shot because I figured there'd be a couple more cautions, and we were right in the place we needed to be.
Well, pre-race we were talking, you and I, and you guys were debating on shifting down to fourth through the turns at some point during the run. Did you guys ever try that in the race?
We never got to a point where the tires were old enough where that would have worked. But I will say on the last lap, I stayed in fourth through 1 and 2 all the way probably into 3 is where I shifted. Yeah,
that's something with this new car.
3.
Yeah, that is something with this new car that not a lot of folks are used to, is that 5th gear, kind of like an overdrive gear almost. Well, look, man, that was a great win, a great run at the end there between you and your teammate, Bob Gillenwater. Is there anybody you want to give a shout-out to for the win tonight?
Well, first I want to thank Trans Service for putting this on. I mean, they give us money and support us every year. It's fantastic. But I certainly want to thank my teammates, Jimmy and Bob, especially Bob for running clean there at the end. We had a great race at the end for a good finish, and all the guys on the team. It's great running with them.
Well, Mike, I really enjoyed watching this race tonight with you guys. It was fun to watch. Thank you so much for your time tonight. Congratulations on your second win in the series. And, Merry Christmas to you, my friend.
Thanks, bud. You guys have a good night.
And right there, folks, is your winner, Mike, the Cookie Monster Montezi, that 21 Famous Amos Cookies Chevrolet. And, folks, like I said, he's our first back-to-back winner and first repeat winner here in the Trans Service Blizzard Series, this winter series that the SIM500 guys are putting on. Trans Service is the sponsor of that series and their Cup Series. They've been on board for a couple of years now. So if you get a chance, look them up, go pay some love over on their website. We're going to take a break, a commercial break real quick. And when we get back, we'll get Wesley back on the air here, get his final thoughts on this race, and look forward to the next one. We'll be back.
An automobile purchase shouldn't be hard. The hardest part for the consumer in the whole process should be selecting the vehicle. We have the online credit application. We can bring the car to you to see it, to test drive it, to deliver it. We have all the tools in place, and we've had them in place for a long time. I just think now we've perfected it. It's become part of our culture. We've, kind of taken it to the next level. It is easy, and it should be easy, and it should be fun, and it shouldn't take a whole lot of time.
Welcome back to coverage of the Round 4 Trans Service Blizzard Winners Series. It's all part of the SIM500 Esports League. By the way, follow them Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at LSRTV also. And we're taking off for a couple of weeks. Christmas, Happy New Year to you all. Enjoy this time off. But before we let you go, how about Cookie Monster, number 21, 2 in a row, Mike Montezi. John, fun working with you, buddy. Have a great time with your family and loved ones this Christmas season, and I'll see you back in 2022. We'll be back in 2 weeks for Richmond. Your take of the final thoughts here tonight at Homestead.
Well, we knew this was going to be a great race tonight, an exciting race, full of action. It was not a letdown at all. We did see a repeat winner, but I'm okay with that because it was a damn good race to get there. Wesley, I hope God blesses you and your family as well. Have a Merry Christmas. Cody, down in the truck, another great show, man. Thank you so much for your work down there. And folks, I just hope that everyone's blessed this year. And I pray that we all have a better 2022 than 2021.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hopefully everything we can get past what we've gone through for the last couple of years. And, man, be good to one another. Love one another. I'll say this, the holiday season, some people are down. Lift them up, encourage them. And let them know truly what Christmas is about. I know we talk about Christmas and Santa Claus and ho, 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 but it's really about, Jesus Christ and all that good stuff. And, we never take that for granted, never take life for granted. Happy New Year to you, y'all. It's a reset for another 52 weeks. Have another great year. We look forward to LSRTV having another big year as well. Jeff Stapp is out. Charles Luton for Rocket Media, LSRTV for John Mustian. I'm Wesley Outland. Thanks to Joey Gattina. Congratulations again, Mike Montezi. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll see you in Richmond in 2022.